Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing.
Good morning, and welcome to Story Time. Thank you so much for joining me. Happy Wednesday. Yes, the good part about having a longer weekend means you have a shorter week. So yes, a shorter week out here. Thank you so much for joining in, and yeah, glad you're here with us. Happy Wednesday, and it is a minimum day too at work. Why not? Thank you so much for joining us here today. I hope that you're having a lovely start to your week. I know there's a cold front that is going across the country. I was looking at the weather forecast and seeing how low the temperatures are across the country. It's been please take care of yourselves. Do everything that you need to. And yeah, if you don't have to be on the road, I hope that you're not and you're staying home. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime today. Out here in the Bay, promises to be cold as well. Bay Area standards, of course, I think it'll be closer to the 50s, but it will be cold. So please do get your jackets too if you're going out there. And indeed, check all the road conditions. Make sure your roads are open where you need to go too. Thank you so much for being here. And yeah, let us know where you're joining in from and who is joining in with you today. Thank you so much for joining us. And we do have a book that is coming back to Storytime after a while. I feel like we've not read this one as many times as I would have loved to hear on Storytime, but it is back here today, coming to us from Cedella Marley and VANESSA BRANTLEY-NEWTON. And this one is adapted from the famous song by the legend Bob Marley, and this one is called Every Little Thing, coming your way. And of course, we are reading it with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. A big thank you to them indeed, as always, for allowing us to share so many beautiful books here on Storytime. So coming right up, Every Little Thing. Yes, indeed. Get ready, get comfortable, get cozy, go grab what you need to make this Storytime even better. And I'm sure you noticed my Zambia jacket is on today. Zambia plays the Democratic Republic of Congo in the African Cup of Nations Group F opener. I'm excited for that one. A little bit nervous too. It'll be at 12 p.m. Pacific time. So you know what I'll be doing for my lunchtime today. Thank you so much for joining in. And stakes are high. I tell you, I kid you not. Stakes are high for this one because my brother-in-law, one of my brother-in-laws, is from the Democratic Republic of Congo, and of course, so you know the banter has already started. So that one is happening today at noon. Excited for it. Yeah, I hope that Zambia wins. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Please let us know where you're joining in from and who is joining in with you today. Thank you for being here. And of course, if you're here alone, as we say always, well, you're very welcome. Thank you for being a part of this wonderful community. A great book, a beautiful book, an inspiring book, adapted from a beautiful song, an inspiring song as well from Bob Marley. This one is written by Bob Marley's eldest daughter, Cedella Marley, and it is illustrated by Vanessa Brantley-Newton. Thank you so much for being here. Let us see who is here this morning, ready to enjoy a wonderful story live with us today. Thank you so much for joining in. And yeah, good to see you. How are you doing today? Sunny but cold out in Kentucky. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. Kathy, how are you doing today? And of course, thank you indeed. Appreciate you. Glad you're here with us. Thank you, thank you. And of course, Ari, good morning to you as well. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. Megan, how are you doing today? Say good morning. Super cold here, just 6 degrees out, but we're glad the sun helping to clear the roads more. Oh my goodness. Yes, I saw that on the news, like 6, I think Chicago's around there, 2, 5, 6, and across the country was very, very low temperatures. Please do protect yourselves. And yeah, I hope that the authorities have put measures in place that will make sure that the safety of everybody in those communities. Thank you so much for being here. Absolutely appreciate you. Glad that Storytime could offer a little cozy corner to enjoy this morning. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. And welcome back to Storytime. Good to see you here. Paulina and Caridad out there in Texas, Austin, Texas. Thank you so much for joining in today. I know temperatures are low everywhere. I hope that you're staying well. I hope you are well. Good to see you here with us on Storytime. Yes, 2 days in a row. Thank you so much for joining in. Hugs to you out there in Austin, Texas. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Absolutely appreciate you. Good morning to you, Marietta. How are you doing? And of course, Henry, and you say good morning from a chilly and snowy Harvard, Massachusetts. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Good morning to you. And are the schools open today? Are the kids back? Well, Henry, if you're here with us today, thank you so much for joining in. And of course, if you did join us later on for the recordings, thank you. I hope that your day is beautiful. I hope that you have a wonderful Wednesday indeed. Thank you. And yes, as Kathy and Ari put it, morning ingredients here on Storytime. Every single one of you make this Storytime recipe work. Thank you so much for joining us. Glad we're here together. I hope that you're having a fantastic start to your day. Out here in Oakland, a little bit cold. And I just ran out actually because I realized I'd forgotten to take out the trash. I'd taken out the compost, but not the trash. So just ran out for that really quickly. Track usually comes around this time when Storytime is on, so I had to make sure I got out there. But we're here. Storytime is here. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. I hope that you are well. Please get ready, get comfortable, get cozy. This story coming right up. Every Little Thing, written by Cedella Marley, illustrations by Vanessa Brantley-Newton, and it is adapted from the famous song Three Little Birds by the legend Robert Nesta Marley, Bob Marley. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. I'll catch you on the other side of this very short break. Thank you indeed for being here with us. Absolutely appreciate each and every one of you.
Hi, friends. My name is Christy, and I am the author of A Heart in the Sand, also known as Un Corazón en la Arena. Now, this bilingual book is about tesoros, or treasures. And something that I treasure is my friendship with Mr. Limata. So I have a challenge for you. Share this story time with someone who you treasure, and we can all spread the literary love.
Yes, spreading the literary love. I love it. Thank you, Christy Daprin. Hope you're doing okay right here in California. And if you've not checked out A Heart in the Sand, please do. Beautiful book, powerful book. And yeah, just great book all around. Check it out at your local library. Ask for it at your local library. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime this morning. Every Little Thing coming to you from Cedella Marley, Vanessa Brantley-Newton, Chronicle Books of San Francisco, and of course adapted from the famous song by Bob Marley. Get ready, get comfortable, get cozy, and here we go with our book for today, Every Little Thing. Based on the song Three Little Birds by Bob Marley, Every Little Thing, adapted by Cedella Marley, illustrated by Vanessa Brantley-Newton, and we are reading it with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Here we go. Are you ready? Yes, I am with you. I am with you, Caridad. Yes, I like Three Little Birds by Bob Marley. Yes, and I hope you get to play it too. I wish we could play it here, but copyright issues, right? So I hope that you get to play it later on and enjoy it. It's such an uplifting song. All right. Rise up this morning. And I will try to read without trying to sing, because that's right now. I just feel like every sinew of me wants to sing, but I won't. Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. Yeah, some places may not be seeing that, but it's there. Kentucky has some sunshine, right? I think out here in the Bay, we will be getting some sunshine later on around midday. So, yeah. Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. Yeah. Oh, I love this face. I love that face right now. Yeah. I hope you are feeling like this out there. Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. Three little birds pitch by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true, saying, this is my message to you. I can hear you all singing out there. Yes, three little birds pitch by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true, saying, this is my message to you. Oh, this part, I really want to sing it. Saying, this is my message to you. Oh, I want three little birds on my doorstep. Yeah. This is my message to you. Don't worry about a thing, because every little thing is gonna be all right. Yeah. Don't worry about a thing, because every little thing's gonna be all right. So whether you need to get some assignments done, you need to get something done, whether you have a job interview or whatever it is that you're doing, hey, it'll be all right. Don't worry about a thing, because every little thing is gonna be all right. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer, right? Run to the playground, laugh with my friends and play. Three little birds perch on the swing set, whistling these words, these harmonies sweet in the air. Sometimes you just need to show you care, right? So true. Might not be able to solve the problems, but a listening ear goes a long way. Run to the playground, laugh with my friends and play. Three little birds perch on the swing set of my doorstep. See? Whistling these words, these harmonies sweet in the air. Sometimes you just need to show you care. Yeah. And you say, don't worry about a thing. Every little thing is gonna be all right. Yeah. Don't worry about a thing. Every little thing is gonna be all right. Yeah. It's gonna be all right. Help in the kitchen, stirring up delicious fun. Three little birds fly by my window, chirping out loud. They are reminding us each day. Everyone can make a mistake, they say. Mm-hmm. So true. We all do. We've all been there, right? And we'll be there again. Help in the kitchen, stirring up delicious fun. 3 little birds fly by my window, chirping out loud. They're reminding us each day everyone can make a mistake, they say. Yeah, so true. Very wise birds indeed. And they say, don't worry about a thing. Every little thing is gonna be all right. Yeah. Yeah. Don't worry about a thing. Every little thing is gonna be all right. We all make mistakes. Yeah. Lie down this evening, wave to the setting sun. 3 little birds nest in the treetops, humming soft rhymes and lullabies, dreams to keep. Whisper, settle now, sweet child, and sleep. Mwah. Lie down this evening, wave to the setting sun. 3 little birds, yeah, nest in the treetops, humming soft rhymes and lullabies, dreams to keep. Whisper, settle now, sweet child, and sleep. Yeah. With the weather conditions out there, we might just be settling down now, going back to sleep. Yeah. Lie down this evening, wave to the setting sun. Oh, yes. Don't worry about a thing. Every little thing is going to be all right. Every little thing is going to be all right. Yeah. Don't worry about a thing. Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. 3 little birds pitch by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true, saying, this is my message to you. Yeah. This is my message to you. Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. 3 little birds pitch by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true, saying, this is my message to you. Yes. Don't worry about a thing, because every little thing is going to be all right. Yeah. Every little thing is going to be all right. Don't worry. Oh, and that is the end of our story. We'll be back after this short break for our author's note. Thank you so much for joining in today. So glad you could be here with us on Storytime. That was our book for today. Every Little Thing. Yes, this one is based on the famous song 3 Little Birds by Bob Marley, and it has been adapted by Cedella Marley and illustrations by VANESSA Brantley-NEWTON. And of course, we are reading this one with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Thank you so much for joining in this morning. Glad you were here. I hope that one warms your heart, leaves you warm, and just, wanting to play that song today and leaves you uplifted. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. We'll be right back after this very short break. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Hello, I'm Brianna Carzu, the author and illustrator of Lou, and you're watching Storytime with Mr. Limata.
Welcome back indeed. Thank you so much for joining in. Brianna, Kazoo, and of course Lou. And you know that Green Light, the sequel to that, is out as well. So check those out at your local library and of course wherever else that you find books. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you, Brianna, Kazoo, and of course thank you all who are joining in this morning. Whether you're here live right now, thank you so much for joining us on Story Time. And of course, whether you're joining us later on for the recordings, thank you for being here. Please leave us a message. Let us know you were here. Leave us your recommendations so we can try to bring them here to Story Time. Thank you so much for joining us. Always appreciative of the time that we get to spend together, lost in books. And yes, reminded of these sweet messages like this one today. Every little thing is gonna be all right. Yes, indeed. This one today was coming to us from Cedella Marley and of course VANESSA BRANTLEY-NEWTON, Chronicle Books of San Francisco, of course based on the famous song by the legend Robert Nesta Marley, Bob Marley. Thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime. Every little thing. Let us look at the author's note really quickly before we go. And it says, don't worry about a thing because every little thing's going to be all right. Every child has worries, some big, some small. And my father had his share of them growing up. His young life in Jamaica was rich, not in material things, but in music, family, and friends. But the culture and natural beauty of his home had a strong influence on his positive outlook, as well as his music. His song, Three Little Birds, has given hope to millions whose hearts have been lifted when facing the economic, social, political challenge and political challenges of today's difficult world. For me, this song holds up one of the most important messages I want to pass on to my own three boys, that as long as we share our love with others, even if storm clouds gather, we will be okay. In this special adaptation of my father's uplifting song, I want to show through a child's eye how he found hope in the world, how with joy and heart and with those he loved close around him, he found the blessing of music to share with everyone. And that is a message coming from Cedella Marley. And it is so true. Every child has worries, some big, some small. But yes, indeed, with everything that we face, this book, this song, I hope has gives hope, and I hope it has given you hope today. Remember, every little thing is going to be all right. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer, but it'll be just fine. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime today. Absolutely appreciate you. Another late day out there, out there because of the weather out in Austin, Texas. So glad we could join you again. Well, I'm so glad you're here. You two have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day indeed. You make Storytime special coming in here today, and I hope that you can join us. And of course, too, when school reverts back to normal, I hope that you can still join us for the recordings. And please remember to drop us a message so we can always say hi to you. I love it. I love it. Job done this morning. Thank you. Thank you. I could imagine those amazing melodies out there, beautiful voices. Thank you so much. The harmony. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. And that's the hope for this morning, that everybody can indeed sing along to that hopeful song, right? Thank you so much for being here wherever you're joining us from today. I hope that you're well, whatever you have to do. I hope that it goes as close as possible to what you wish for. Thank you so much indeed for joining in Storytime today. To everybody that was here, Paulina, thank you one more time. And of course, Caridad, thank you for joining us here. Marietta out in Massachusetts, Harvard, thank you so much for joining us this morning. In Extension, Henry, how are you doing as well? We hope that you're okay. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Megan, thank you for being here with us on Storytime out there in Kentucky, where the sun is out, but it is cold for sure. Thank you so much for joining us here today on Storytime. 6 degrees. Oh my goodness. Kathy and Ari, sending you lots and lots of hugs. Thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. And yeah, looking forward to many more story times here together. Thank you indeed. Each single one of you makes up the Storytime ingredients here on Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. Please have yourselves a wonderful day. To everybody out there, whether you're working at a middle school, whether you're working at an elementary school, yes, or educators, every child out there, sending you lots of love. And I hope that indeed you get to have a great day. And if we're in places where our paths cross, I hope that our paths cross sooner. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Every little thing, be sure to ask for it at your local library. This has been Storytime for today. This has been Storytime on this beautiful, beautiful Wednesday morning. A little wet out here in Oakland, but beautiful morning indeed. And yes, an image coming to us from Kentucky. I hope that, that bright picture there gives you a little bit of warmth as well. Thank you so much. This has been Storytime today. We're back again tomorrow with more Storytime. Join us again. Thank you so much for being here. And please join me in wishing the Zambia national soccer team all the best today as they play the Democratic Republic of Congo national team at 12 p.m. Pacific time. Excitement. And trust me too, like I mentioned earlier, there is a bit of rivalry going on in the family today. So thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Hugs to each and every one of you. I will catch you again tomorrow for more Storytime. Much love. Bye-bye.
Storytime with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, Storytime with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing Storytime with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, Storytime with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing on our way, others right here in my neighborhood. Story time. Ooh. Story time. Story time with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be